Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Huskers will kick it away to start us off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Going right to work up top. Quickly to the tight end. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving a change impossible. Now on the move. Georgia sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive going to the air. Punts it out of the air.
I love the job by the receiver there on the crow route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
He'll pull it down and run.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one they were going to have their hands full trying to slow down this athletic quarterback. That time, they had their eyes in the wrong place. Quarterback got to the perimeter on the right, and it was just too late. Big gainer for the up.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, he's
got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And the Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Still looking, on the move. Caught near the sticks. It's Henderson. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Husker!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Flushed out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Quarterback will keep it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far from the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one. And you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He turns it loose to the left. He's got it along the sideline. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
They just keep firing. On the run, still looking. Got room to work. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
The Cornhuskers are on the move. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Extending the play. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They want to throw it. Quick strike complete. Moving toward the end zone and fumble! Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Quarterback moving. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in a hurry up. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Dogs with the 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Using his legs to buy some time. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Slings it downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here's the pressure. He's got it on the outside. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to buy time. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on first down, to the pass, and getting the sack.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To throw, it's Ben. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They want to run this quarterback. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Huskers looking to convert on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Makes the grab, defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Let's it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Wants to throw. It's Ben. Oh, they're after him. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult, but you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement.
Open spaces. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game started.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh, man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front, too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line? Doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to... Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Ben. Throwing right. He's got it. Touchdown, Cornhusker. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To the air on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Finds his man. It's Temple. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. You got to got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
From the gun on third down. Buys a little time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Right, listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. Looking to throw on third and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. So they aren't concerned about trying to tie the game. They'll leave the offense on the field. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Ben. Get it out on the screen. Crosses the 40. There he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia lining up to punt it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. keeping it on the ground with the single back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Ben. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buying some time. Throws to the back. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop. Forcing a turnover, best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter, time to go win it.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? Skips away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls to mistiming. Down in possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. A full dive to haul that one in.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. It's complete.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. We've got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback keeper. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football. And might have just seen this game slip away. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And they'll take a knee.